The boat carrying the relatives docked at Rokajima Harbor. They left the boat one by one, making fun of Balor. Goto was the only one to greet them. Ken was there too. It's been quite some time, everyone. Allow me to welcome you to Rokajima. I hope that your long journey went smoothly. Welcome to Rokajima. Ah, good. Go to compliment Ken in a whisper. Can't ignore this, looking just though sour, and can greet the incoming relatives. This is your first time meeting Gota-san and Kanekun, isn't it, Balor? Ew! It's my first time meeting Balor, too! Gota-san's a splendid chef. I am most honored! Balor-sama, I do hope that you afford your meal during your stay! I can't wait! I'll be looking forward to it! It's good to see you again, Kanekun. You seem to be in high spirits today, too. That's great. You think so? Oh yes, her face is looking brighter than ever today. I can tell if your complexion of your gaze looks a little bit more gallant. Must be a growing phase. That's how a boy becomes a man. You look as though you're about to pass out from anemia. You're a bit different today. Got a bit of vigor. A boy can change a lot in just 3 days. I guess this means even Kanekun's getting a bit more manly. We aren't making fun of you, okay? We're all complimenting you. Gan had sworn that in starting the day he would start changing the way he lived bit by bit. However, it meant to change within himself and unexpected it would show on the outside. It was a big shock to hear that his expression had changed that much. That people had apparently noticed as soon as he opened his mouth. No. The real surprise should have been that his normal expression looked so incredibly sullen in comparison. Go led the way up to the guest house. Gan brought the rear, helping carry some Kurosawa shopping. Does my face really look that bright today? Looks that way to me as well. Did something good happen? Even Kurosawa was saying it. Again, I'm ready to see what his own face looked like, hung his head in embarrassment. When they reached the rose garden, they could see others entering the guest house. Then he saw Jessica running towards him from there. Is even my lady Jessica going to say that I'm in a good mood today? Ganon hung his head even deeper. And so, as though he couldn't control himself, Ganon spoke first. Do I really look that different? You know. You aren't usually the type to come out and say hello on your own accord. That's probably why everyone is surprised. I apologize for not going with you earlier, my lady. Huh? Oh, what? Don't worry about that. I'm the one who's asking for you to come all the way to Nijima with me just to meet everyone. I know how busy you must have been today. I didn't have anything particular to do. You were just so dazzling. So dazzling I couldn't bear to be with you. It was sweet. Jessica faltered, unsure what Ken was talking about. However, she realized that this was something too important to be lopped off. Did something happen for Ken-kun? Shan says she's going to get married. I see. So Georgie-san is gonna propose this year. Jessica thought this change in Ken's spirits was probably caused by a change in his state of mind. She thought that he was sad that he and Shan would soon be parting ways. Ken realized that Jessica was probably thinking this. So he spoke to her clearly and honestly. Because he wanted her to know. I had long decided that if Nesan ever quit, I would stop working here as well. I know. So, are you gonna quit too? I'm not sure anymore. I feel that if I quit, I might lose again lose sight of something that your dazzling sunlight revealed to me. Jessica was stunned and didn't understand what he was saying. However, she did realize he was trying to tell her something important. And so she was able to accept that his next words were neither a lie nor a joke. My lady Jessica, I love you. I love you too! You lived your life like the sun. I want to try walking that path alongside you. I have a feeling that with you, I'd be able to get away from the part of myself that regarded me with contempt and call me furniture. You aren't furniture, Ken. You aren't furniture, Ken. And you weren't born just so you can become a servant. A boy your age should have the right to enjoy much, much more. One who's dazzled. You're so dazzling I can hardly see it. These are my genuine feelings. I'm sorry for trying to hide them from you for so long. I apologize for hurting you that day in my cowardice. That's okay. It's just hearing that makes me so happy. So, in order that I can continue to be with you, I plan to stop being furniture. I ask that you give me some time to do that. Please forgive this last bit of weakness. There's nothing something weak about you. Please show me. And put up courage by saying it to change yourself from the way you used to be. So support you to the end, and I will rush you until you're ready. If I'm the sunlight guiding your path, it's because I want to shine more brightly than anyone else so that you don't look only at me. Without you, I never become like the sun. So, I'll wait. As long as needed. Thank you, my lady. I don't want to be my lady to you anymore. May I call you by your name? Sure. But only when we're alone, okay? Good point. Nissan and George-sama are doing the same, it seems. If Shannon hadn't told you about that engagement, you wouldn't have said what you said just now, right? Getting on his head at a loss of words for some time. But it's true. If Shannon had told him about the engagement, he probably wouldn't have been having this conversation at this moment. No, I wouldn't. Her words allow me to think seriously. Oh, come on! You know, Shannon, you want to see what love felt like for yourself, right? Yes. That's a pretty straightforward answer. Well... And watch those two, I was pretty envious myself. In truth, the real reason was for both of them. They had been shown the courage that was needed to confess to the one they loved. There's a reason for both Kennen and Jessica. So, what should I call you? Jessica would be nice. Saying like that would be a bit embarrassing. Can you stand up, Lisa, first? Oh, why not try it out? Come on! Jessica-san? Yeah, how to you for now? I like you by your name, Kennen-kun? You have a real name besides Kennen, don't you? I bet it has Ka in it, like Kennen does. What could it be? My name is Yoshia. How do you write it? Jessica tried tracing out various characters on the palm of her hand. Then Ken used his own finger to write out his name on her hand. Like this. Yoshia. So, you're Yoshia-kun. Yeah, that's a great name. Totally better than my weird name. That's not true. Your name just as... Hey, say that again? Huh? Your name, Jessica, is... One more time! Your name, Jessica, is something wrong? It's nothing. Thanks. Yoshia-kun. The red flowers of the rose garden seemed to separate the two lovers whose feelings had finally connected. The scene was watched by one not human who gazed out quietly from beneath the rose garden arbor. Come think it, those two had never called each other by their names until now. Jessica hadn't known Ken's true name. Ken hadn't called Jessica by her name. By calling someone by their name, people acknowledge the worth of that person's soul. That's why names are sacred. Receiving permission to speak one means your soul has been acknowledged. Is that why Father wants me to call him by his name? No, that's probably wrong. When Father sees me, he reminds me of that other me, past me. I'm sure that me called Father by his name. However, that probably doesn't mean Father would be happy to hear me call him by his name. After all, I mean, I am me, and not that Beatrice my father knows so well. What can I do to help Father? How can I be helpful to him? That's the only reason I was born. Hang her head. You just sat all alone in the Golden Lands arbor that was next to the rose garden. The scene was watched by the witch of theater going Umineko as they sat across from each other. Poor kid. I never thought I'd see you feel compassion for Beto. It'd be too cool to call this Beto and the former Beto the same person. They're completely different people. Maybe that, by the rules, this Beto is the Beto. However, saying that would be horribly unfair to her. Battler must be very depressed. Everybody's former adversary and have things end up like this. I can sort of understand Oni-chan's despair. We're getting to know this child feels as well. No person can be a replacement for another. Not even the past version themselves. Compared to the young boy and girl who had found new versions of themselves and called each other by their true names, this witch looked very feeble. The witch knew that she was an illusion creating the image of a person that once was. And she also knew that it would only hurt Ballard to try and pretend to be that person. And even so, this Beto wants to be useful to Battler. How admirable. Is that the purpose of the witch known as Beatrice? That's what she claims. She says she could be of service to Battler. So, the Beto who was born for Oni-chan's sake eventually commits a serial murder. Drags Oni-chan to a bizarre game that causes eternal torture? I believe you also understand that one can become a different person over 1,000 years. At the very least, Beatrice, once a pure creature, was born for Battler's sake. It's also very clear that in her current feeble state, she does not possess the courage or the motivation needed to bring about those horrifying serial murders. And so, that means the sinister witch we all know must have changed during 1,000 years since your birth. We keep hearing this 1,000 years business. I get the feeling that those words just matter for a really long time, the word of witches. As you get closer to the world of gods, the concept of time becomes increasingly vague. 6 years can be 1,000, 1,000 years can be nothing more than a quick nap. One can fit an eternity long enough to be deserving of the title 100-year-old witch in a mere 2 weeks. In other words, the pure Beetle transformed into the cruel Beetle. During those 6 years, that could be called 1,000. So does that mean that something bad happened during the 6 years that made her hate Oni-chan? That doesn't make sense. During 6 years, Oni-chan not only stayed away from Okajima, but even stopped using the Shromian name. Oni-chan had nothing to do with her change. Her hatred must be totally misguided. So this is where you are. Shall I make you some black tea? Kumasawa-san, there's something I'd like to know. Very well, what is it? My name is Beatrice. Yes, that is correct. You are Beatrice-sama, Our Lady. However, the Beatrice that Father talks about isn't me. Oh, well. I think Father wanted me to be that person. But no matter how much I look like her, I'm a different person. I think that might be why he's disappointed in me. That isn't true. You are Beatrice-sama herself. Maybe they've lost a memory of the past after being newly reborn. And all your memories are still Beatrice-sama. You're the same person who the Master loves. So then, how can I regain those memories? Oh, well. Beetle looked at Kumasawa with hopeful eyes, as though praying that she would tell her the way. Kumasawa averted her gaze unhelpfully, as though trying to say that she would only say such a way existed. If I can't regain them, can you at least tell me what kind of person the Beatrice's father loved was? That's something I can tell you, but... I was born for Father's sake, so I'm gonna go into which Beatrice that Father desires. Beatrice-sama! I can't use magic. If which Father's eyes could use it, then I would learn. I would become the witch she desires. That's the only way I can repay Father for creating me. That's admirable. After 1,000 years gone wrong, she really is an incredible kid. Oh, Chickabo Witch. Oh, how very interesting. I've seen liking to her too, Angie. I shall allow this chick to make use of my study. I show him the door which leads back to the world of witches. So you're gonna make her read a lot of the stories about her previous self? Yes, I want to know too. Tell how the Golden Witch Beatrice was created. Very well. You wish it. Let's open the door once again. Kumasawa-san. A spray of gold welled up around them. It was a cloud of gold butterflies. With a golden flash, the form of the old lady transformed to that of a witch in a dress. You must choose the path that you are to walk down. Let's call it a path of roses. The beautiful blooming roses may celebrate you, and they may torment you with their thorns. But even so, it is the path that you once walked down. You may pass through the same 1,000 years. You may pass through a different 1,000 years. If you wish, you may return back the way you came. I'll move forward. I don't want to spend 1,000 years in this garden drinking tea. Beatrice, was born for father's sake. So I want to live for father's sake. Please, tell me about the Golden Witch. The Great Witch spread her arms, communicating Beatrice's unbending determination in the brilliant heavens. At that moment, a brilliant light covering the two of them. And before they knew it, they were in a strange study. There sat the great old witch who was the master of these archives, along with her Miko. Virgilia gave a deep and elegant bow. It is the greatest of honors to be in your presence. Lady Featherin Augustus Aurora, the majestic witch of theater-going, drama, and spectating. Raise your head, child of man. I shall give that child the privilege of browsing my archives as she pleases for her time. Angie, my Miko. See that she has no trouble. Sure, sure. As you wish, my master. You can just say that you want to see her story, you know. Miko of the Witch of Theater-going. I leave Beatrice in your care. Pleased to meet you. The Beatrice you're trying to become was suffering from something. Or at least you've been released from that for now. Are you really on a journey to regain those shackles? Yes. I want to become the Golden Witch. That's the reason I was born. In order that her journey through purgatory be a pleasant one. and that she might be granted protection as she travels. I ask your assistance by the name of the Endless and Finite Witch, Publius Virgilia Maro. Let me know that Umineko of the Witch of the Year going, and as the Endless Witch and Apprentice Witch Resurrection. I, Auntie Beatrice, do accede to your request and all that stuff. Featherin snorted. So, your name is also Beatrice? Yeah? Know a lot about you. Please teach me. What kind of person was I? Sure. No, why don't you teach me? Why did you become the person you were? In this archive, the fragments showing the tales of all your games up to now are stored as books. By reading them, you should be able to learn everything that has happened before now. By reading them, I should become a great witch? To become the Golden Witch, one must solve the epitaph of the goad. This trial cannot be skipped even by Beatrice herself. I'll do my best. So please let me read the books in this archive. As worthy of admiration as ever. No idea why you want to go back to being like that so much. I don't know what I was like then. But if that me can be of use to Father, if I can be of use to Father, that is what I want to become. Angie sighed. She had no words with which to stop this girl from following her noble sense of purpose. After all, Angie was Umineko, the Witch of Theater going. Do nothing except watch on the stage. Yes, they weren't actually interfering with the play. This was just a bit of directing to shine the spotlight onto the tale Beato's past. Even this was nothing more than the Witch of Theater going, watching the play. If you read, you will learn what kind of person the old Beatrice was. However, you must decide what you take from the experience. You're free to stay in the archive or leave the archive or return to the archive again later. In compensation, I will watch your play. Watch my play? It means you can do whatever you want. Thank you very much, Agusao, She likes it when you call her Featherin. Thank you very much, Featherin-sama. After being welcomed in by Featherin, Beato set out on a journey to discover herself. That tail connected the old tail with the new one. It wove them together. The 1,000-year-old tail about to return to its starting point, becoming a snake eating its own tail. The ring of the snake began slowly, bit by bit, to turn into the shape of a small island floating in the sea. That island was Rokajima! 1,000 years of the witch born on this island was tied to this island. Was it 1,000 years or just 6? Or did the tale start even further back in the past? Beatrice went on a journey to find herself. The wind had been strengthening since a while back. The rain waves had grown fierce. The ferry boats probably wouldn't be coming in for a while now. The crashing thunder told that the island had been sealed off from the outside world. A thick rain poured down, mocking the foolish outdoors who had rushed pathetically to find shelter. No longer would anyone be able to leave this island. No longer would anyone be able to reach this island. No one unless blessed with a miracle. There's another flash of lightning. The retinas of all who saw it were filled with white. As that white faded, eerie silhouette pulled itself up at the raging water's edge. As though suddenly remembering, it coughed violently several times, swiftly spitting out the seawater that filled its stomach. And then, tearing apart the velcro of her life jacket, she asked for the reason she had been able to float here without so much as a thank you.
Hook him in by a storm, same as always. Very good. And now you and I are going to have some fun, Paddler-san.
The news about the drifter, Furuto Erika, quickly spread across Rokujima. Erika was politely entertained. It was decided that she would be treated as a guest until the typhoon passed. In the dining hall, Goda's wonderful dinner ended, and everyone was relaxing, enjoying some after dinner coffee and cheese. Apparently, Bao was a bit relieved that Erika didn't come and turned into a good scapegoat. Drove away some of the attention to be getting piled on for finally coming back after 6 years. In fact, she turned out to be very talkative. And the conversation turned to a sophisticated discussion of the mystery genre, even the adults were drawn in. She was apparently so well versed that even Naju, who had vast knowledge of the subject, was impressed. Good point! A strange family in Western Mansion on the ice of the island during a storm. Now that we have a detective shot stopping by to take shelter from the rain, got all the major factors lined up.
Have no fear. No matter the crime, I will solve it. That's a detective's job.
How reassuring. In fact, I really quite enjoy it. And some kind of bizarre incident would occur now. I just hope I don't have to play the part of the victim. Don't be imprudent, dear.
Well, they say the human mystery genre is only about a century old. Its tricks and ideas are limited to recycled patterns, so there's nothing left to show. What kind of impossible crime or locked room murders might occur? It'll be nothing more than one of the same classes of tricks dressed up to look like something new. The only reason mysteries still make for popular books today is because of self-proclaimed fans who work off piece together knowledge, and you have hardly read any of the classics. It's a classic trick they didn't know about for something new and surprising through lack of proper study.
Everyone couldn't help but gape at this imposing claim. If an age critic said that, they would have been one thing, but it showed incredible bonus for a young person like her to say it so strongly.
Mystery is a channel that ended half a century ago. At least as far as I'm concerned. However, thanks to the countless ignorant fools, I get to play my part as detective.
By that argument, romance was perfect back in Shakespeare's time, and anything after that isn't worth reading.
That's a good point. Then I suppose that as long as you read Romeo and Juliet, you essentially understand all romance, wouldn't you say? That's
ridiculous. Books aren't competitions, not know who's read the most. But boasting that you've read all you ever need to read is just as wrong-headed. Just reading classics of the past and never anything new is just being overly nostalgic, don't you think? That's to me like the excuse of no person who's too lazy to read anything.
That's fair. Since I need to read at least as much as you before I'll be able to beat you in an argument.
Me? I don't read.
You said that last time, that's bullshit!
Balor chuckled. Berger knew from the previous game that Balor was actually quite an avid reader. So his words felt like more of a challenge. You're so confident in your reasoning abilities. Must be really good at quizzes and puzzles, right?
Alright, Murray, didn't you bring a quiz book or something? Ew! Brought it!
Picking up Erica's arrogant statement that made the atmosphere a little tense, George smoothly changed the subject. But now it was more than clear that she wasn't the charming guest she appeared to be. Marie pulled a book out of her bag that had quizzes and puzzles written in it and started posing it to everyone. This didn't look as though it would be a peaceful quiz party. Of course, that isn't what happened. In credit to our big talking, Erica managed to impress Ratio correct and meet the answers. Erica took complete control. Her bragging began to escalate more and more. George slightly regretted the choice he made when changing the subject.
$106 matches. We didn't even write tournament chart for it.
Question: how many matches would you need for a tournament with 107 teams? Was answered instantly by Erica.
This is less a puzzle, more of a test of knowledge. There's a formula which shows the number of matches is always the number of teams minus 1. Well, if you just look at the example showing 3 matches for 4 teams and 7 matches for 8 teams, it would be easy to figure out the pattern. Ew! Erica, that's awesome!
Erica One-chan, right? Say it.
Erica One-chan, that's awesome.
Oh, really impressive. So, you don't call yourself a detective for nothing.
I couldn't very well act the part of a detective if I was incapable of handling puzzles of this sort.
Incredible. I'll sure you'll be able to be a real detective soon in the future.
Well, I'm pretty sure I already am one.
Cousins all thought about the answer to the questions. Erica always answered first. Rose always did root for Erica to say answers out loud what people were thinking instead of keeping them to herself. But since Erica was a guest, Rose decided against mentioning it. In truth, Erica was perfectly aware of this when she answered the questions instantly. Each time she would grin broadly. As though saying, is it really taking you all this long such an easy problem? Since you're a great detective, you don't really need to take this so seriously, right?
Oh, you're right. You know, these are just childish questions. I've been taking them a bit too seriously. I'll take more care, so let's hear that question, please.
Alright, I won't lose this time. Maria, next question, please.
You have one large piece of cheese. A single slice with a knife can split it into two. So what's the lowest number of slices you make to cut into 8 parts?
Oh, I know this one. So I guess I'll stay quiet this time. George, acting like the dope he was, said a move that would prevent people from answering right away even if they knew the answer, and in effect sending a warning to Erica. Isn't that Erica understood? She averted her gaze, snorting derisively. To make 8 pieces, 4 slices would be enough, right? Don't be so foolish. Would only be plus if that was the answer. That's right. These are usually set up so that smaller numbers than you'd expect is the answer. I say, well, how exactly could it be done? No, got it. You only do because it's cheese. True. You tried to do with the birthday cake, there'd be a huge fight. That's right. Might be able to do this cheese, but you never got a cake like this. Huh? Oh, you know the answer? Damn it, am I the only one who doesn't? Oh, I've got it! I sees everything three-dimensionally. Oh, fuck, even Jessica? I don't get it. What do you have to do? I know the answer. I know the answer. It's written right here. You didn't know the answer until you looked, right? Can you work it out, Balakun? I figured it out as well. It's something you can do because it is cheese. Yeah! Even Dr. Nanjo gets it? Could it be, I don't know when he doesn't get it? If we tried cooking your brain a bit, it'd probably become flexible as cheese. It is something like use 0 slices with a knife and break it with your hands, right? No way! Sister cheese that can only be cut with a knife. Think of the cheese in 3 dimensions. If that's hard, I might be able to draw a picture on a paper napkin. On a paper napkin. So you have one large piece of cheese, right? We use a knife to make it into 8 pieces. Can the knife only cut in a straight line? Yes, that's right. Knife only cuts in straight lines. Oh, but here's a hint. You can only cut it in a straight line, but you're free to cut it wherever you want. Try thinking of various ways to stick the knife in. He's probably trying to think out of the box a bit. Show us what you've got, Balakun. Okay, so you have a large piece of cheese. How many times does he cut it with a knife to make 8 pieces? Can be done in fewer cuts than that? They said that it was something that could be done because it was cheese. If it was worth the gate, you really wouldn't be allowed to do this.
Cheese.
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 Something you can do because it's cheese. Oh.
Oh.
Oh. I've got it! It's totally tricked. This isn't something you can think about with a stiff head.
Seems like you finally hit on it. Hopefully it's the right answer.
Cheese.
Sounds good. The cheese with anything except the knife, right? The knife's only able to cut in straight lines, right? There aren't any other rules, right? Right?
Not really.
Alright, that's gonna be it. Ooh, that was someone. That was like a riddle.
You wanted it anywhere, just cut down from the top.
Can make 2 cuts from top. They had 4 pieces. You keep it like that and cut it across the side. Then to upper half and lower half to get 4 times 2 equals 8 pieces. It's nice you can't reach unless it's 3-dimensionally. In other words, the correct answer is 3. Uh-huh? Really? I thought the correct answer was 1. What kind of magic do you use? There's no one in the world you can manage it with 1. This isn't a riddle, it's just a normal math problem. Huh? Really? I thought the 3-cut method right away. I figured that was too easy. I guess I tried to twist it too far.
Balor's answer is smaller than the one in the book. Is Balor right? Yes, he is. Balor's son is right. The right answer is 1 slice.
Balor's happy that someone had confirmed his answer. However, at some point, Erica's face had lost its cheeriness.
To think that a human other myself would answer 1? That'd be you of all people.
Your answer was 1 too, Erica. I guess you were also thinking pretty far outside the box. It would be truly foolish to arbitrarily decide the shape just because you heard it was a piece of cheese. That's impossible. Only Chan got it wrong, didn't he? How could you cut it into 8 pieces with less than 3 slices? How foolish, Shadow Man. It says to cut into 8 pieces. In order to say they have to be of equal size. It's still impossible. You cut it with something other than a knife? The rule says that only a knife can cut it, and that the knife can only cut it in a straight line. However, turn around, the rules do not say anything besides that. In fact, the shape of the cheese is never specified. I get it. When you all heard it was a large piece of cheese, you thought of a flat cylinder like camber birds. I was thinking about sliced cheese, like the kind you might put on your toast for breakfast. After all, I don't usually have anything to do with a block of cheese that you cut with a knife.
普段縁がねえからよ。
The shape of the cheese isn't specified in the rules. Mistake by the one who made the book. Ooh. There it is! Right here!
As Erica guessed, the book Maria held had an illustration of a piece of cheese as Erica described. The cheese of this shape, 3 sides really would be the correct answer. You cut it into a plus pattern from the top to make 4 pieces. Then come to the side, double that, and make 8 pieces. However, since the illustration hadn't been shown, the iteration of the cheese had been left to the answer. That's right. The problem with Satan never said anything about what the cheese's shape was or how flexible it was.
Exactly. You see, the Valentine was the more flexible one when it comes to both brains and cheese. I don't get it. How's doing a sliced cheese that you cut into 8 parts with a single knife slice? Why not try with a paper napkin? Pretend it's a sliced cheese.
つまりよ。
It's like this. You fold it accordion
バ
style.
ラに折るわけさ。何回折れば8個に
How
な
many
る。
times do you need to fold to make 8 sections?
6 times.
To fold accordion style, you alternate between upwards and downwards folds. When you've done this 6 times, it looks like the side of an accordion.
普通のチーズならこんなに折ったらそこ
With the normal cheese, it would break if you try to fold it like this.
ナイフ以外
Well, the rules say this cheese can't break unless you use a knife, right?
Yes, no problem there. And while this is magic cheese, I can only cut by the knife.
その畳んだのも真上からバサッ
After folding it,
両断にすりゃ
you start at the top and make it cut right down the middle.
確かに
You're right.
8分割
There are 8 parts. Oh, wait a sec. The parts aren't equal this way, right? All the questioner said was cut into 8 pieces. Well, we changed that way you fold it. It's possible to make them all equal sizes. I want to confuse your stiff-headed P with the explanation.
Oh. For a while, everyone was stunned. Balor reached a far better answer than 3 by thinking of the problem as a riddle. Eric had already known both answers and even spotted a mistake made by the book. The others could do nothing but stare at those two in surprise.
Incredible. So we were the stiff-headed ones?
What a failure.
私たちは3次元で考えた
We were thinking in 3 dimensions.
どうも
But it looks like Balak and Eric were thinking 1 dimension
次
higher.
元がもう一つ上だったみたいね
Seems the game with the witch has toughened you up quite a lot. Plus, without specified rules, in other words, all things not covered by the red truth, I'll have to the observer's interpretation. It's the most basic methods for constructing gaps in the witch's locked rooms.
何の話だ
What are you talking about?
小説か何かの引用か
Is that a quote from some novel?
Well, let's call that caught for now, shall we? Anyway, I guess this means that all your brains are as stiff as rock hard cheese.
Without any sign of restraint, Erica looked at everyone and laughed sarcastically. Only Maria didn't notice the venom laugh as she happily turned to the next page.
Ew! Then on to the next problem. Get 3 cups and 6 coins. Split up the coins so there's 1 coin in 1 cup, and 2 coins in another cup, and 3 coins in 3rd cup. Ew! Oh, wait a sec, that's easy. Wait a sec, that's easy. Just take 1 coin from the first cup, 2 in the next one, and 3 in the last one, and you're done. However, can you do the same thing with only 5 coins? Ew! Here's another cliched problem. Don't tell me y'all need to wait several precious seconds on a problem like this.
By now, Erica was gazing around with an unpleasant look, acting in a manner that was completely inappropriate both for a guest and some of her age. No longer a guest who would be saying into the storm past. She turned to an annoying guest who wouldn't leave into the storm past. Everyone thought this, but they weren't able to say it aloud. Oh, right. Speaking of promised coins, I think you can tell whether someone's good with chopsticks or not by seeing if they can pick up coins with them.
Chopsticks? That's my only personality! Yes, chopsticks, that's right! Chopsticks are the most elegant utensil on the planet! Poking things and chopping them up with forks and knives is so barbaric! Chopsticks are the best! Period using chopsticks is truly an art!
Jessica was about to say, isn't a chopstick just a stick? But stopped herself just in time. She realized that it was best to let George take control for now.
I have some change here, so would you like to challenge me? I'm pretty good with chopsticks! Yeah, that's right! We trained George very well with chopsticks.
True. One's upbringing shows in their tail manners. Erika-san was very impressive herself.
I need some coins too. I'll probably have more fun with more of them.
Jessica,
Watch closely and learn. Cram it already! Alright, let's go! Let's see who made the most coins over their plate. Bring it on! Chopsticks, chopsticks!
this time, George steered the conversation to a good direction. Everyone else understood and they helped to egg on this chopstick fight and change the subject. They were fully aware by now that Erika was extremely proud of her intelligence. Apparently she had a bad habit of using that to look down on other people. She spun her chopsticks around her fingers with the dexterity of a stage position. Staring at the coins scattered the table like a dog waiting for a bridge to eat the food placed before them. The unsettling sound of the wind had blended in with the sound of rain, resembling the howl of some monstrous beast. Just when it seemed to be crying out sadly, it would suddenly turn to a roar and rattle the windows, striking up even more fear and unease within me. Light from the hallway poured in through the thin crack of the slightly open door, and it seemed to carry with it the laughter that was warm and happy, but very distant. I'm sure everyone's in the dining hall or somewhere having a good time. I want to go there as soon as I can. I'm sure my family will be there. I hate being all alone in a place like this. Dad? Mom? I stubbornly tried again and again to open the door. Mercer's change just wouldn't let the door open any further than that crack. On the contrary, feeling this close to a way out just made me more impatient. Gulping, ignoring, and trying to ignore the fear lurking behind me, I quietly closed the door. The light coming out of the crack is just a trap. This is an iron shackle, trying to keep me locked in here for eternity by making me think I'm just an inch away from getting out of the door that would never actually open. I need to get out of this creepy room as soon as possible. When I closed the door, all that filled the room was that eerie sound of wind and rain. The way the wind picked up every now and then shook the wooden frames, which felt like a monster in a cage shaking the bars. I was so scared of the monster I couldn't help but divert my gaze from the windows. Gotta search. If I can't get out of the door, I need to find another way out. Just to the side of the door was a closet. There's only enough space inside to hang overcoats. Of course, it didn't connect anywhere outside the room. If this were hide and seek, it'd probably be fun to hide in there. However, inside this great room, it would be no better than stepping into my own coffin. If I go in there, they won't be able to get out of the closet next. This nonsensical fear sent a massive shiver up my spine. I closed the closet door in a hurry. There's one door left. The bathroom? When opened, there was a bath and a toilet. Of course, there was no exit. There wasn't even any windows. If I turned the faucet, water would probably come out, then disappear down the drain and flow outside. I couldn't get out that way. Once I went into the bathtub with a stopper pulling out the drain and smashed my flesh and bones to bits. I feeling that this was the only way out. So the black stopper and the bathtub drain looked extremely terrifying. I tried a lot of things, both mentally and physically, but there's really no way of getting out of through the bathroom. All that was left were the windows. The view of the windows was pitch black darkness. The fierce winds and rains were slamming against the glass. The darkness on the other side of the window may have been unsettling. I didn't really care where I went as long as it was outside this room. However, the window was clamped shut. Right down the middle of the window, which were made to swing open like a set of double doors, were several ugly metal clamps. It was even more unnerving than the chain on the door, like a rough operation scar on some bizarre monster. The wind and rain slammed against and shook the window frame, making it creak loudly. However, unlike the door, this wouldn't open even a crack. I've had enough. Get a rest ready. What the hell is going on with this room? Enough of this creepy room. Enough. I also go outside except by the doors and windows. Here's that thick door. The windows look like it might be possible to break. I'll smash it. If I swing a chair at it, the glass will probably break. I might even smash the window grid dividing up the window. All I need to do is make a gap large enough to slip through. I grabbed a fancy-looking antique chair and headed back to the window. I smashed the chair against it. Over and over. The glass smashed with a violent sound. The frame groaned and creaked. I hit it again and again. Over and over. I can just break through this wooden frame. Damn it. What the hell? All the glass has been smashed apart. Even though the cold rain is blowing in and tormenting me, I just can't get that frame to break. They aren't all iron bars. Just a delicate wooden mesh. Trash enough to make that creaking sound, so why doesn't it break? No, wait, maybe it's close to breaking. If I try tying it from the angle instead of just smashing it head on. I stuck my left hand outside through one of the holes in the broken window, grabbing from the front with my right hand, trying to break by shaking it around from both sides. My left hand started to grow ice cold from the frigid winds and rain. As I shook the fragments of glass sticking out from the broken frame poked in my wrist, and I was soon stained with blood. But if I can just get out of here, this much pain is no big deal. But I can't get out.
I'm stuck. It won't open. I can't break it. More violently, I shook the frame. More of the glass fragments toward my left wrist, causing me intense pain. Wait, what? Huh? Ow, 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 ow! Hurriedly, the glass fragments frame grew larger and more spiky. So the ugly beast was trying to chew my hand off with glass teeth. It's not my imagination. They're actually arguing along before my very eyes. Oh, they're chewing my hand to bits! Tried to zoom my hand out, but it already been dug deep into my wrist and I couldn't move it. I pulled all my strength, but it hurts more and more. The glass didn't even budge. What the hell? Damn it, let go, let go, let go! My right fist, I hit the glass over and over, attempting to break it. That just hurts my right fist as well and did nothing to release my other hand. Just then, my left hand was still stuck outside and exposed to the rain, brushed against something slimy. Oh, what? It couldn't have been a leaf blown about by wind or anything like that. I mean, it felt just like the touch of someone's rain-soaked hand. And it closed tightly around my left hand. I felt the 5 fingers knew that some person out of the darkness was touching my left hand. And, yes, I know who it is. It's the witch. Carrying witch who controls Rogajima's night. The 2 hands soaked in the freezing rain gently caressed my left hand. However, though I couldn't tell this was happening from the touch, I couldn't see anything outside the darkness. Then, it fell about my fingers and bent my ring finger upwards. Ow! It's gonna break! It's gonna break! At that moment, I saw something in darkness for the first time. It was white. This darkness grinned and bared its white teeth. Then, that mouthful of eerie white teeth approached my bent finger and opened wide. It started laughing at me from the darkness. After all, its creepy mouth had twisted upwards in a huge grin. I had a horrible idea of what it might be trying to do to my finger. A shiver ran up my spine. Just as much as I could, but the fangs of glass just wouldn't release my left hand. And then, give my finger a playful nibble. It bit down hard, crushing bone and tearing away flesh all at once, and bit it off. Crunch, rip, tears, squelch, splat. Did I hear something just now? I think I heard it too. Sounded like a clunk. Probably just the wind hitting a window. This is a beautiful mansion after all. Yeah, it's pretty creepy. I remember spending a lot of nights all scared that the witch really was walking around the mansion. I was a brat 6 years ago. Ooh, exists! Beatrice exists! What's on the other end of this hallway? There are guest rooms there, but they aren't being used now. Yeah. After all, we have the guest house now. For that, we would always stay in these guest rooms. Yeah, I remember too. I saw the guest house today. I was surprised at how beautiful it was. That's because it was just built. Wish I could move on my own room over there. Shannon, Erica's San's room is in the guest house too, right? Yes, we have a room for her in the guest house. And you say this guest house is a good distance away from the mansion. No matter what kind of trouble happens, we won't be able to hear what's going on in one or the other. Is that on detective mode? When all of us wake up tomorrow, everyone says good morning to each other, sounds as though we'd be disappointed. True. If you trust him, our number haven't thinned by tomorrow morning. Right. That was creepy, but allow me to guide you to the guest house.
The adults were apparently about to begin a conversation they didn't want the kids to hear. The real family conference was about to start. As the kids and Erica followed Shan on their way to the guest house, they passed through the entrance hall. Looks like it's pouring down its hearts right now. Wouldn't we better watch TV or something in the parlor until it dies down a bit?
Mama said to go back to the guest house. Have to go or she'll get mad. Ooh. Well, it'll be way more relaxed over in the guest house. Screw dealing with the grumpy voices and faces of her parents. Looks like everything's falling into place.
Erica giggled, an openly indiscreet look on her face.
I'll go prepare some umbrellas for everyone. Please wait here. Oh, just a moment. I've been curious for a while. Who might the lady in the portrait be? Oh, to be honest, I already know that it's Bito's portrait. So we suddenly walked past it in the last game, which is no fun at all.
Erica whispered herself, but of course no one heard her.
This is the master's benefactor, Beatrice-sama.
I've heard that she gave grandfather vast quantity gold. Means she's thankful for the family's revival.
She's just a witch of grandfather's delusions. This hair ghost walks in the court of the mansion every night.
Hey, quit it. That story always freaked me out. Was a little so much I couldn't stand being in the mansion at night.
Oh right, that's true. Now, 6 years later.
I totally forgot about it, but looking at that portrait on, I can feel that old fear coming back a bit.
Ew. Beatrice isn't scary. At least as long as you respect her. If you don't... Right, Shannon? Yes. That rumor does exist among the servants as well. Rumors about servants patrolling the night glimpses mysterious silhouettes or gold butterflies. Oh yeah, wasn't that one servant last year or the year before that? Fell up the stairs and got so badly hurt they quit? Wasn't there a rumor that was Beatrice's curse?
This is going like a ghost story trying to scare Erica, but Erica just laughed disdainfully. Come on, that's creepy. It's probably just an accident, right? Just a coincidence. It happened just after Grandfather had his portrait hung there, so it was probably the year before last. In fact, if I remember right, this is the very staircase I sure fell down, right? Yep. I thought this insanely huge portrait really stands out. After it was put up, everyone was talking about what it might be. And then when the accident happened afterwards, people started calling it Beatrice's curse. So, these ghost stories about Beatrice started after the portrait was displayed?
No. The rumors about Beatrice-sama's ghost walking around have been around even before that. However, I think those stories grew in number after the portrait was put there. Before then, even though they had heard about the witch Beatrice, they didn't have an actual distinct picture in their heads of what she'd be like. I imagine this portrait made the picture distinct for them, strengthening the rumors even more. So, who started all this talk about the witch Beatrice in the first place? Grandfather? You get outraged and starting about my beloved witch Beatrice! Until we saw the portrait, we had no idea what she'd look like. So surprised that you get one or two ghost stories with a creepy portrait like this hanging around. You always get ghost stories crumbling around things like a portrait of Beethoven in the music room or the statue of the founder. True. Given that people have been spending time in an Oakland mansion like this with the sun, wind, and rain constantly present in the background, it doesn't surprise that a few ghost stories have arisen. Well, it's nothing more than a ghost story, a fancy, a fairy tale. With less than the usual drivel of a half-sleeping nitwit. Erica looked up at the portrait and smiled at it defiantly. Seemingly sour, as though she felt this smile was disrespectful to Beto. Beatrice exists! You say things like that, you definitely feel the curse of the witch! Oh, how frightening. Please curse me if you can, Beatrice. So we find you mysteriously dead next morning and be the start of the witch's murder case. You're the detective, right? Wouldn't having a detective get killed off in the beginning be a little too radical? That would be troubling. I see, even the Nox rules don't prevent the detective being killed. I have something good! It's a charm that protects you from Beach's curse! A charm? You have a charm for something like that? Oddly specific. At first around her bag, Maria pulled out a string of beads attached to a medal that had a scorpion drawn on it. Looks like a cheap prize from an arcade or something. What are these? Ew! They're magic repelling charms! Their effect is very weak, but if you use them, you'll definitely be able to avoid Beach's curse all night long! I've heard that spider web is also useful for repelling magic. Ew! Beto's avatar's butterfly, so that's probably why she doesn't like spiders! Huh? Wasn't that you spirits of Akujijima that were weak against that? Kumasawa-san knows a lot about that sort of thing. Witches and evil spirits? This is getting a bit interesting. Will you mind telling me about it in a little more detail when we get the chance? Here are your umbrellas. It's still raining very hard outside, so please take care. Shan handed the umbrella she had brought. Everyone headed towards the front door. Ken looking happy, it's unnatural, it's obscene. Bowser's game is even stranger than Lambda's.
I suppose you can say that. Also, God, like, my reasoning back then for why I thought Jessica might know Cannon's gender was fucking weak as shit. The fact that I thought Cannon was a girl was weak as shit. Just a gut feeling, and it looks like all that might end up being true, which is... I have to pull up the car. I need a fucking button on here that just flashes on screen. Not taking Gnosis, I swear. Oh shit! Oh shit, he's smiling! She's smiling! They're smiling! Oh, fuck! No way. You're not gonna drop that on us, you're not gonna drop Cannon's real name here, right?
ヨシアと言います。
Holy shit, they dropped it! Yoshia! Sayo and Yoshia. Your name, Jessica, is...
ジェシカって。
One more time!
お嬢様の
Your name,
ジェシカ
Jessica,
って名前だって。
is something wrong? Oh my god, that's adorable! Oh my god, that's adorable! Like, I don't know, that strikes me as a bit odd. Like, why wouldn't you translate Miko as Shrine Maiden? Is there any real reason not to? Great, you're making me think again, Darkbit. The stream's gonna be 5% progress and 100% thinking. Oh, the name is super funny. The second character in Yoshia can be read as Canon. Like a witch, you have stopped thinking about it and have therefore died. God damn it, Battler! Wait, nope. Sorry, Reflex. God damn it, Darkbit. You've heard of Tsundere, now get ready for a girl that actually just hates you. There is no dare, there is just Yan. Fuck it. God damn it, I'm on Battler's level again.